Yareli is a fun-sized, water-based, K-driving warframe. She excels at crowd control, survivability, and raising a secondary weapon usage. In my eyes, Yareli stands out because of her special plank of wood, which is great but also underwhelming because you cannot even slap some weird cards on her. If you want a warframe that can easily give more than 1000% extra critical chance for secondary weapons, Yareli has you covered. As long as she is moving, Yareli gains 200% extra critical chance for secondary weapons. This bonus is additive, and since I have no idea what this word means, I just pretend I have permanent creeping bullseye, but without the negative effect. Yareli's first ability creates 5 bubbles that will seek out nearby enemies. If they find some, they will immobilize them and deal damage over time. Enemies affected by the bubbles will also take increased damage from all sources. Second ability summons Merulina. While Merulina is active, 90% of damage meant for Yareli is instead redirected to Merulina. This extra special plank of wood has a lot of hidden attributes, mechanics and interactions, but after going through all of them, none of them make any significant impact on the gameplay. Basically, Merulina is a better version of regular K-drives, and the main difference is that while on her, Yareli is immune to annoying staggers, knockdowns and falls caused by your lack of driving skills. Another thing to keep in mind is that while on Merulina, Yareli can interact with consoles and pick up most objects. Third ability summons 3 spinning blades around Yareli. As they spin around, each blade deals a slash damage with guaranteed slash status effect. Last ability creates a water vortex that pulls in nearby enemies. Enemies inside the vortex take cold damage. Upon expiration, or if Yareli recasts the ability, the vortex will explode and deal a burst of damage. Each enemy inside the vortex increases the damage of this burst by 50%. You can get regular Yareli relatively easily in the early game after you reach Fortuna and complete the Wave Rider quest. Against lower level enemies, Merulina is a great survival tool, and with extra damage received from bubbles, Yareli doesn't need a lot of mods to be effective. I honestly don't have anything smart to suggest for the beginner's build. I went with some basic mods that I feel are quite nice. Due to her passive, Yareli is naturally good with secondary weapons. With the secondary critical chance mods, some arcanes and some extra buffs, this secondary critical chance buff can easily go over 1000% extra critical chance. This turns almost every secondary weapon into an antidepressant. Since Yareli is basically a weapon platform for secondary weapons, when it comes to mods, I went with extra survivability and ability strength. Merulina can already take pounding better than most of the ladies I rode, but with Merulina Guardian, you can show her you care by keeping her alive through the magic combination of bubbles and pain. Doing this will also boost the fire rate of secondary weapons. From my experience, this buff is a curse in disguise, because if you are not careful, you can run out of ammo really fast. But do not worry, I have a bad attempt to solve this problem. Before I get to my personal choice of secondary weapon, here are the Archon shards. I don't think there are any shards better than these. To get this extra critical chance, all you have to do is permanently uninstall an enemy who is on fire. I know we all love setting people on fire, but if someone else does this and you get the elimination, you get the buff. I am a big fan of this sucking hole, but one thing with Yareli is that whenever she's aboard the Merulina, she can only use her natural born abilities. You can replace her abilities with any damage amplifying ability or any other for that matter, but if you are on Merulina, you will not be able to use it. Because of the extra healing, Merulina doesn't give up on life often, and I just find that activating and deactivating the second ability is too much of a hassle. So this time I will personally skip on helmet. A very important aspect of Yareli's gameplay is the choice of secondary weapon. Luckily, there are a lot of different secondary weapons, and no matter which one you choose, you cannot really choose wrong. 1000% extra critical chance will make any weapon quite enjoyable to use. Because I had some performance issues, I decided to go with Grimoire. This very unique firearm and hidden grenade launcher has infinite magazine size. I have no idea what infinite means in terms of numbers, but if you fire a shot, you can always do shot +1. Grimoire naturally deals electricity damage, which I am not too happy about, but I saw this as an opportunity to go for easy corrosive damage combined with heat. This heat damage is not really necessary, and if you think I have it because of orange shards, you are wrong. It is just that Grimoire's base damage is too low for my liking, and I found that going with 2 primed elemental damage mods is a very easy way to increase it. Overall, I just went with as much damage as possible because I get fire rate from other sources. I also want to show this arcane because I don't remember using it before. I promised you over 1000% critical chance, and with Augur Secrets and this arcane, I fulfilled my promise. If you are not familiar with this book, it also has some special mods, but I honestly don't see too much use for them in this case, except for the extra fire rate. For a long time I didn't touch Yareli because I honestly believed that she was too weak to survive anything. Turns out I was wrong, and I am glad. There is just something really relaxing about riding around on Merulina and committing war crimes. My concern with Yareli was her usage of Merulina because it does change the game and movement a lot. For example, you can forget about bullet jump, but after some time I got used to it. Honestly, if you cannot get over this usage of K driving, you will probably not like Yareli, but you should definitely give her a chance. Enjoy the rest of your life and let me know what do you think about this.